Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at the Soca Mom Summit. I hope that you find this useful and helpful. Please share this with everybody that you know that you feel that could benefit from this. Today, we are talking about the small steps you can take to master your daily fitness routine. Now, you may not have a routine, and that's fine, but we have two experts here that can help you work on that and see what you can do to go ahead and get started. I am going to have them introduce themselves, and then we are going to jump right into it. First of all, thank you so much, Dani and Schnelle, for coming to talk to us today. I know with everything going on, you could be somewhere else. You could be with your kids. You could be eating your quarantine snacks. I don't know. You could be working out. I'm not, but you could be. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. I'll start with you, Dani.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for having me, Eva. I'm really excited to be here and to share. My name is Dani Faust. You can find me at danifaust.com. I am a mom of two. I am an intuitive life and wellness coach. And I talk about all things wellness and health from inside out perspective on danifaust.com and my podcast, Manifest It Sis, which you could find on iTunes or Stitcher.
Congratulations on the podcast.
Yes.
Yes. So Schnelle, tell us what you have going on and everything about you. Where are you from?
Okay. So hi, everybody. So happy to be here. Thanks, Eva, so much for having me. I am a mom of three. I'm from Brooklyn. I am in the heart of it right now. I have a website. It's called brooklynactivemama.com, where I share running tips. I'm a marathoner 2 times over, and I share tips about just being tips that you need for being a busy mom. So lots of printables, lots of recipes, and definitely lots of wellness and fitness tips, you know, for when you go to the gym or when you want to work out at home. So that's what I do.
Perfect. Perfect. So I have been lucky enough to get to hang out with you two ladies.
In real life?
In real life. In real
that
life.
Exists.
Yes,
That's still a thing.
I know. In the before.
Yeah.
Hung out in real life. So I know these ladies are fit. I was at a conference with Schnelle and she's like, yeah, come to the gym with me. I'm like, okay. She had me out there doing squats. I ain't never done a squat. I mean,
you did it on the Smith machine. That's like different. You were on the bar. You had the bar on you. I mean, it was real,
impressive. Please look at my Instagram. I have posted a photo of me doing squats with Brooklyn Active Mama. She's super active. And Dani, oh my gosh, like you don't. I mean, the beach is gonna get the body it gets. Okay, I'm just going with what I got, but. Dani going out there like, yeah, this is, they're going to get what they get. You know what I'm saying? Like they go get it. So you've got some really, really wonderful women on here to talk to you about staying fit. So I'll start with Schnelle. Tell us what your daily routine is like. I know it's very different now. So how are you maintaining that with what we have going on?
It is very different. Honestly, I mean, one of the really cool parts about the pandemic, and I'm not sure if there could be any cool parts about a pandemic, but one of the really cool parts is that I don't have to wake up to an alarm every morning anymore. So like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm actually getting, sleep and able to wake up. But when I do wake up and the kids have to get on their distance learning and all that other stuff, I set them up on their computers and I jump on my Peloton bike. Not everybody has a Peloton bike, and we could talk about that more, but this is what I do every morning. I jump on for a minimum of 30 minutes because not every day is like this morning, for example, I did not want to get on the bike. I just wanted to kind of lay around. I wanted to watch Netflix. But this morning I got up and, I make sure that I do 30 minutes every morning. And some days I go crazy hard. Some days I don't. But 30 minutes just to kind of reset my brain, reset my body, and, just prepare for whatever is coming for the rest of the day.
Awesome. So, Dani, what do you do?
Oh man, Schnelle, you're so impressive.
No.
I am not like that at all. Listen, I feel grateful if I remember to stretch when I wake up. Right now during this pandemic, this quarantining, I am really about being gentle with myself and doing what I can do when it fits, when I can fit it in. And I'm really trying to focus on the internal wellness more so than the external fitness. And right now that's working for me. So in the morning, what I'm sure to do is do some breathing exercises, meditate for at least like 5-10 minutes, nothing major, and then start my day from a more aligned place. And when I do that, then I'm more apt to squeeze in some squats over here while I'm helping my kid with his schoolwork, or doing some lunges while I'm cooking, different little things to sneak it in during the day. Otherwise, I'm going to go crazy and my anxiety is going to be through the roof because I'm going to feel like I have to get in this certain amount of stuff or this certain workout before whatever time. So I'm just being really gentle with myself and like spits and spurts doing physical things.
That I can fully understand. It is hard right now.
It is.
Like being gentle with yourself is important, especially everyone who had the 2020 goals. Like I'm have this 2020 body and I still got my 2019 body when this pandemic hit. And it's like, so what am I going to do? Right. So Schnelle, tell me a little bit about how you would advise somebody who's coming to you saying, I got started. I wanted to run marathons like you. I was middle of couch to 5K. Like I was moving.
Yeah.
What can you tell them to stay motivated, especially since we don't know how long this is going to last?
Well, actually, what you just described is my actual situation right now, actually. It's because I was planning on coming back on May 19th with my first half marathon in 3 years, so I've been running half marathons for a long time. And this is going to be my 17th. And I was so excited for it, the Brooklyn half that was coming up in just a couple of weeks. And I'd been training for it. I'd started running and I was just so happy. And then boom, the pandemic hit and that was it. So it's hard. And I haven't run in, I think, 6 weeks now. And I can run. That is an option to run. But I mean, I'm just nervous about being outside right now in Brooklyn, New York City. So it's really tough. And I would just recommend that people would maybe set a different goal, looking towards next year or later on this year. But running a race and, just coming so close to something and not being able to do it, it's tough. And you kind of have to grieve the loss of that race or grieve the loss of, moving forward. But whatever you can do at home, just like Dani said, whether it's squats or whether it's getting on YouTube and doing some stuff just to keep your body moving is really, really important at this time.
So I like what you said about grieving. Dani, tell us how you deal with grieving the loss of that idea and that motivation that you had to get going, even if it's what you were going to eat to change how you were doing things or how you were going to exercise. Tell us more about how to deal with that grief.
Yeah. So the first thing I want to say is honor the grief. Don't try to stuff it away or feel like it's silly for you to be upset that you're missing your 5K or whatever, because it's still a loss and it's valid. So own your feelings, feel them, allow yourself to cry or complain, whatever it is that you want to do to get that feeling out. But then you have to reframe and look at what you can do now. Like Schnelle said, pop on YouTube and you can make a new goal. Once you reframe what success looks like and choose to have success be something other than that 5K you can no longer do, then you're open. You're in the realm of possibilities now. So you have this adventure. What's my new goal going to be? And maybe it's, okay, I'm going to do 10 days straight of Pilates, and you find a teacher on YouTube that you can watch, or I'm going to hop on my Peloton every morning from 6:30 to 7, just kidding, 9:30 to 10 a.m.
That's more like it.
But you set your new goal and then you have something else to look forward to. A lot of people that I've been speaking to with a lot more energy than I have are choosing to look at this quarantine time as their time to get their summer bodies together. Those people don't have children and good on them, but
it's not me.
But that's an option. That can be an option. So make a new goal and put your energy behind that, because the only thing you don't want to do is backslide.
Yeah.
Right. Because the guilt that comes with that, you've got your grief and then you got your guilt. Like there's a lot of feelings that come with losing your daily fitness routine.
Yeah.
So Schnelle, tell us some of the small steps that people can take to start to reframe, as Dani was saying, reframe what success looks like. Can you give us some tips around that?
I think it's really important that people understand that fitness doesn't have to be a go hard, all out, sweat dripping and falling on the floor when you're done type of situation. I think that people need to understand that when you do yoga, it's an awesome type of fitness. When you do, and yoga can be really hard. So when you do yoga, whether it's beginner yoga, intermediate yoga, whatever it is, you can absolutely still get a good workout without all of the extra stuff. I think it's really important that we stay focused on what makes our bodies feel good, whether it's dance fitness. I know Debbie Allen has some free classes going on. There's Zumba. There's so much out there. Like we've all the people who were in fitness before have gone online, and you just have to just seek it out a little bit. But doing something that is fun is key at this point, because we don't want to do something that just makes you feel terrible at the end of it.
That's very true. Now, speaking of feeling terrible, everything is online right now. Everything. So people are posting their successes. Like, look how far I've come in the 3 weeks I've been in my house. And some of us are looking at their Instagrams going, I do not want to show you how far I've come in this at all. Right? So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of everything being online now. For me, I see some of the pros is that you can see the motivation. You say, hey, if they can do it with 8 kids and a husband and they cooking gourmet meals, maybe I could do it with 3 kids, 2 in the house and some box food. Like maybe I could figure that out. I don't know. But so the motivation is one of the pros. And I've also seen that you don't have to be in a class like with other people looking at your body, right? Because we still, even though we're on a journey to get that fitness thing going, we're still self-conscious.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of it being online. Dani, let me hear some of the pros for you.
I think it's all pro. I don't yet see the con, because if the con is that you are comparing yourself to others, well, that was happening before this pandemic hit.
Yes, girl.
Like I feel like it's all con. I feel like there are less gatekeepers. More companies are offering free stuff, so you are now in this amazing opportunity to find things that you never even heard of that you might like. You might find your new thing, your new passion, wellness wise. So right now I'm feeling like it's all pros. You have opportunity, you have time, and you can bring your family on board if you want to as well. My kids and I are doing this guy who's like a drill sergeant teaching us how to do different workouts. They do Cosmic Kids yoga and I join them for it. It can be a really wholesome family experience.
Yeah.
Or you can find something on your own and make it like your own little passionate me time. Kick everyone out of the bedroom, put on Billy Blanks. He's doing different Taibo workouts for free on Facebook every day. So you can find something for you. It's all pros in my mind.
Yeah.
It's a pro that Billy Blanks is back.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes. Let's talk about Billy.
Look, when I first
Billy been here.
Yes. When I first started homeschooling, I'm like, okay, so PE is gonna be what? And I would put on those old school Taibo video cassettes, like the block. Yes. Get it. Okay. So I think that's right. There are a lot of pros, and like you said, if you were comparing, you always going to be comparing.
Still gonna
Even
be
when
comparing.
you're skinny, you're gonna be like, well, I'm not that skinny, or she has more hips than me, or more abs than me. So you're absolutely right. So Schnelle, do you see any cons from this?
I don't see any cons. Honestly, I haven't seen anyone in my timeline that has said, look how much weight I've lost.
Same.
It's like, I have not seen that. Maybe I just follow all the right people, but I have not
I
seen
need to
that at all.
follow everyone you follow because that's wonderful.
Seriously, I'm just like, everybody's trying to survive. So if you
Yes.
did 20 minutes, we're like, yes, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So I really think, I just think it's such a great opportunity. Like Danny said, there's just so much cool stuff out there, stuff
Yes.
that I've never even thought of myself. And I've been doing this for a long time. And even my gym, who's giving free classes all the time. There are certain CrossFit gyms that are renting out their equipment. There are spin studios around Brooklyn that are renting out their equipment. It's really like the sky is the limit when it comes to fitness in this quarantine, man. Like you can really take this time to figure out what you like, what you love, and what kind of sparks your joy.
Renting
can I
the
just
equipment.
add on that?
Talk about a pivot. Yes, Danny, what's up?
If you're in a place where you aren't able to get machines or bikes or anything, I just don't want that to stop anyone. I just want to encourage you that your own body and like 3 feet of space is really all you need. You can do a lot with just your body weight. And if you don't know what to do on your own, you can hop on YouTube or hop on, I know Schnelle has some posts, I think, on this. You can hop on her site or even on YouTube and find something that you can do to, just get your body moving with nothing else but this tool right here.
Definitely.
And maybe all those cans that people are hoarding, the cans of beans and everything else that none of us can get now. You work out with those. You got plenty. All that toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Whatever you got to do.
I miss toilet paper.
Right. Do you see us with like one square, like children?
Just
don't
take it easy, guys. That's all I'm saying. Just take it easy. We don't know when we're gonna see it again. That's all.
Right. Like don't get excited.
Why are you being so liberal? Just like
right. I want you to be clean, but not that clean. Mama can't get no more toilet.
Right. It's all gone.
So what have you seen culturally that has gotten you excited and motivated? Like I remember, I think you had commented in the group that Peloton had some soca artists on there. Tell me a little bit about that.
So that was incredible. We have a gem for an instructor. And I say we because I consider myself a part of the Peloton family, like I'm an employee that they don't pay. But I'm very passionate about Peloton and the community because the community is incredible. But we have an instructor. Her name is Ali Love, and she is half Trinidadian. And she has 3 amazing rides right now on the Peloton app that have there was one that was focused all on Marshall Montano, and then there was 2 that was all Caribbean. So we had Beanie Man, we had Boju, we had all those people on the app. So it was really cool. It was a really cool experience, and it was really, really fun to just have the soca culture represented that way. And if you ever guys get to see it, you'll see that she has a full Trinidadian type of garment on. I mean, it's amazing. She has flags. It's fantastic. So I just really recommend, if you guys ever get a chance to get a Peloton, or if you guys get a chance to even do it on a non-Peloton bike, it would be really fun. It was just a really cool experience. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. Peloton also has a boot camp that is not necessarily, you don't need the bike for. And that was with our resident instructor Chase, and that was a soca boot camp. So yes, it was kind of amazing. And he's actually whining in the in the workout. It's pretty great. So it's like a wine squat situation that he had going on.
Oh, girl, my thighs are already like, what?
So it was so fantastic. So even if you don't have a bike, and you guys, the Peloton app is 90 days free right now. So you guys can sign up and just do that. And it's just a really fun time.
So that's a good small step to take.
Yeah.
We like free steps too.
Yeah.
So that's good. That is good.
Yes.
Good. So Dani, you were talking about doing things when you don't have equipment. I remember seeing my daughter try to do, and she's an athlete, right? And seeing her try to do Pilates was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen, because she is like how am I not lifting anything? I'm not running. I'm not doing anything, it seems, but everything is burning and everything is hurting. How is this possible? So tell us about some of the workouts that you can do without anything. And I know they have some sort of machine or something, but you can do that without the machine.
Absolutely. Before I say that, I just want to add on to what Schnelle said, that the 90 days free of Peloton and also Nike training app is also free until they tell us it's not free anymore. So you can get classes and sessions on that as well.
Nice.
But yeah, so Pilates, it looks really easy when you're watching someone do it. It looks like, oh, she's stretching. But then when you're doing it yourself and you're trying to keep your core engaged, you're like, why am I dying? It's really, it's really difficult if you're doing it well, properly. But outside of that, yoga is great. There's so many different types of yoga. I know people think it's like a slow stretching thing, and it can be, but you can find some flow classes, some vinyasa classes that are they're active. You're not going to stop and then you're going to be sweaty and in pain. But even just back to the basics, if you don't even want to put on your laptop or TV or anything, just pop down, do some crunches, do some squats, push-ups, do some dips, different little activities that get your whole body working. You don't need anything except for your body to do those. Jumping jacks, if you're watching a show, do jumping jacks or sit-ups during the commercial breaks. I'm a fan of the commercial break workout. I know everyone's on Netflix now, so there's no commercials, but for those who still have regular old TV, during the commercials, just do one move until the show comes back. You will be burning and you'll feel like, oh, I did something while you're watching your favorite show.
I love that. I often go into my daughter's room, and she's a rhythmic gymnast, so she has to be very flexible. And they have practices online, but it's not the same because they can't do a lot of the stuff. Yeah. So I come in and she's got one leg up on the bed this way and split down this way, and she's reading a book. And I'm going, this is how you make it work. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
Improvising. I like that.
But people are making it work. And you guys have really got me thinking that I could do some stuff. So I jumped in Debbie Allen's thing.
Yes. Wasn't
fun.
That so fun?
Oh my gosh. I was saying that I really thought she was going to yell at me at some point. Right? I wanted to tell my daughter. She was so old
school. She was like, and 5, 6. And I was like, oh no.
3, 2, go. I'm like, go where? Where we going?
I know. What are we doing?
She will and does not forget the combination.
Not even a little bit.
I forgot the combination.
I'm like, where are we twirling to? I'm so sorry.
Y'all know once she started twirling, y'all were done. Y'all were like, okay, I'll just wait.
I almost wiped out. Like, honestly, I was like, okay, yeah.
Man, it was amazing. And also, I know why I was not at a performing arts school, because I would have left her class and those like her. Oh, you went to one of those?
No.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
I was like,
I just would not have made it. Like, I just it's like it got too intense for me. I was like, okay, maybe I should just step away.
Maybe I should just do what I can do. You know?
That's all.
Get on my bike.
That is
30 minutes.
Thank you.
So, you guys, thank you so much for doing this and joining us. There's so many people that just kind of need that uplifting conversation to say, you can do this. You do have options. So really quickly, what is the number one thing, if you only had 1 minute to motivate somebody to take those small steps that they need to take to either stay where they are, because somebody like me, I had really just started going back to the gym, but to stay where they are or move forward with the plan that they had on deck? If you had just that little bit of time to talk to them, what would you say, starting with Dani?
I would say, I know you're thinking about fitness as your fitness journey, but really what this is a self-love journey. So do what you have to do to fall in love with yourself and treat yourself like the person you love most in the world. So if that means being gentle with yourself, if that means just doing what you can do today and then promising to do a little better tomorrow, then let that be it. But focus on loving yourself where you are at now, as you're going towards whatever your goal is, fitness wise, wellness wise, health wise at large. That's what I would say.
And Schnelle, what would you do to motivate somebody to keep it moving?
I would just remind them that endorphins are free and they're awesome and they make you feel good. I wouldn't recommend you do anything that you don't like. Like, for example, I am not a boot camp person, so I don't do boot camps. But I do love getting on the bike, and I do love yoga, and I do love meditations and all those other things. So really just find what you love to do that. Even if it's dance for 60 minutes to D-Nice on Saturday nights, like just do whatever you need to do to get those endorphins up, get those good juju feelings flowing.
I think that is absolutely excellent. I know that these DJ parties
So fun.
on Instagram,
They're so fun.
You get to the end of it and you're like, ooh.
No.
But think that I don't do it with my phone in my hand so I can get them steps.
Yes.
I need
yes. Absolutely. I hear that.
Thank you very much. When I'm chipping, I need each chip to count as a step. Each one.
If you have an Apple Watch, just turn on your exercise. Just whatever it is, whatever you got to do.
All I got is that phone. That's all I have.
Okay.
That's all I got. Y'all want me to keep up with way too many things. That's all I got.
My bad, Eva.
So, ladies, thank you very much. I want to say one thing at the end. Don't hurt yourself, y'all.
Yes.
Because
seriously.
if you pull something,
that's the end.
Your physical therapist is home.
Room.
Yeah, like, no, please don't.
Don't hurt. Your physical therapist is home. Your chiropractor is home. Don't try any new skincare products because your dermatologist is at home. So you are short. You better take care of yourself. Okay?
In the safe way. Yeah.
Thank you both very much for being here. Please tell us, I'm going to start with Dani. Tell us where we can find you, what's going on, and everything that we need to know. All things Dani.
Sure. Okay. So my site is danifaust.com. You can find a lot of health and wellness and lifestyle content there. You can find me on Instagram almost all the time at the Dani Faust, and on Twitter at Danielle Faust. And you can also find me on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify at Manifest It Sis, a new podcast about personal development, wellness, and of course, manifesting. And on Facebook, I am Coach Dani Faust. And I'd also like to welcome you to my community on Facebook. It is called the Lifestyle Redesign Lounge. It's a group. We've got a little woo-woo, we've got a little wellness, we've got a lot of personal development, and I'd love for you to join me there.
Thank you. I'm in the group. I'm there already.
Yay.
So Schnelle, tell us what you have going on, and don't forget to tell us about your group too.
Oh, yeah. So my Facebook group is Women Prioritizing Fitness. It's Women Prioritizing Fitness. And what we do every day, it's basically an accountability group where we just check in with each other every day to see what we've done. And we celebrate what we've done and what we've not done. So we celebrate rest days too. So you're welcome to join. I also blog 4 to 5 times a week at brooklynactivemama.com, where I'm sharing lots of stuff for busy moms, especially during this time. And I'm also on Instagram at GlamNelly, and I talk and I tweet a lot at Brooklyn Active Mama on Twitter. So it's BKLYN Active Mama on Twitter.
Nice. Okay. And also sign up for everybody's newsletter. I get Schnelle's newsletter. She's not playing. She has content in there like every day.
Oh.
So
Thanks.
Get her newsletter and you join the group. They're both going to check in on you. I get the little message that says, what have you done to move your body today? And I'm like, nothing. So it's a nice little reminder. You might notice I don't never comment
but you do jump in sometimes. Sometimes you jump in.
But I'll be like I did nothing. So ladies, this has been fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on here and taking time out with us. Don't leave, because we got to get a selfie before we go. Because like if this was an in-person conference, we would be selfieing
That's true.
All the time.
True.
We would have had 20 of them already.
Exactly. So don't go anywhere. But everybody else, thank you so much for being here with us. and I hope you are enjoying the Soca Mom Summit. Please go to socamomsummit.com and go to this particular session, Small Steps, Mastering Your Daily Fitness Routine, and you'll see Dani and Schnelle, you'll see their profiles. Click on them, has all of their information. If you weren't taking notes, you should have been taking notes, but if you weren't, that's fine, we got you. So go there and find everything you need to find. They are both of Jamaican descent. So
sure.
if you are, looking to support somebody from the community, this is your community. Or are y'all over here? My camera's backwards. This is your community. Okay? So thank you all so much. And we will see you at the next session.